Hello students! Bindu is back finally to end the topic tissues with today's video. We have watched very interesting concepts in our previous videos like plant tissues and epithelial tissues, types of connective tissues which are specialized for connecting various tissues and organs. Let us end the chapter with muscular and nervous tissue. Students, are you all ready to watch an interesting video on muscular tissue and nervous tissues? Yes. But before going to the topic, let us focus on some keywords in this lesson. Keywords: muscular tissue, tissue present in muscles. Nervous tissue, tissue made of nerve cells. Contractile protein, protein helps in movement. Diaphragm, large dome-shaped muscle located below the lungs. Striations, stripes on these muscles. Multinucleate, many nucleus. Involuntary, action without consciousness. Alimentary canal, the place from mouth, that is esophagus, to anus. Learning objectives. By the end of this video, you could feel and recognize the different muscular tissues present in your body in different places and can understand how the messages are transferred from brain to different body parts and from different body parts to brain via the spinal cord. Concept map 1. Concept map 2. Activity 1. Take a piece of muzzle of chicken. Put in diluted HCl or vinegar and leave it for 2 hours. Next morning, collect the piece of muzzle on a slide with forceps. Press gently with another slide. Put a few drops of water and place a cover slip on it. Observe under a microscope. Muscle tissues. If you are wounded deeply or lighter, some scars are seen in that place after it heals. Why? The reason is that the skin cells have regenerating character. Think about the muscle cell. Will they get regenerated like epithelial cells? Muscles are responsible for the movements of hands and legs and of several internal organs such as the intestine and heart. Location and function. Small amounts of muscle tissues are also present in blood vessels, which helps in increasing or decreasing the diameter of the blood vessel, and thus the blood flows. Heart is made of only one type of muscle cells, and they help in pumping the blood by the process called contraction and relaxation. Muscular tissue responsible for movement in our body consists of elongated cells called muscle fibers. Muscles contain special proteins called contractile proteins, which contract and relax to cause movement. Based on their structure, location, and function, muscles are of three types. They are striated muscle, non-striated muscle, and cardiac muscle. We can move some muscles by our conscious effort. Observe this table. Structure: striated or striped or voluntary. Long, cylindrical and unbranched. Multinucleated. Striations or stripes are seen. It has light and dark bands. This muscle constitutes about 50% of body weight, occurs in groups of fibers. Location: found in the heart, arms, legs, neck, face, and diaphragm. Voluntary actions. Function: responsible for locomotion and voluntary movement of the body parts. These muscles are associated with contraction, and due to rapid contraction, they get tired easily. Unstriated or unstriped or involuntary. Short, spindle shape with tapering pointed ends and slender. Uninucleated. Stripes are not seen and appear smooth. Bands are not seen. Location: the iris of eye, uterine wall, bronchi of lungs, the lining of blood vessels, urinary bladder, and uterus. Involuntary actions. Function: it stimulates the contrality of the digestive, urinary and reproductive systems, blood vessels and airways. Muscles controlled by the autonomous nervous system. Cardiac or involuntary. Short, cylindrical, branched. Uninucleated. Striations or stripes are seen. Presence of intercalated discs is a characteristic feature of cardiac muscle. Cells are joined to each other at their ends. Location, heart, involuntary. Function, responsible for pumping blood. Contraction and relaxation done without any tiredness. Nervous tissue. How would you know that water is hot or cold? If you put your leg on a sharp-edged stone while walking, how will you feel? The feeling is due to a specialized mechanism in our body. It works like electric current passing through wires. The brain, spinal cord, and nerves play an active role in this mechanism. Coming to nervous tissue, listen carefully as it is very important. Characteristics. An individual nerve cell may be up to a meter long. Many nerve fibers bound together by connective tissue make up a nerve. The signal that passes along the nerve fiber is called a nerve impulse. All cells possess the ability to respond to stimuli. However, cells of the nervous tissue are highly specialized for being stimulated and then transmitting the stimulus very rapidly from one place to another within the body. The brain, spinal cord, and nerves are all composed of the nervous tissue. The cells of this tissue are called nerve cells or neurons. Location. Nervous tissue is found in the brain, spinal cord, and nerves. Structure. A neuron consists of a cell body with a nucleus and cytoplasm, from which long, thin, hair-like parts arise. Usually, each neuron has a single long part called the axon and many short branched parts called dendrites. Dendrites receives the data or signals from one neuron to another neuron Nucleus. It contains the cell's heredity information and controls the cell's growth and reproduction. Axon. Transmit information to different neurons, muscles and glands. Myelin sheath provides protective insulation to nerve cells. Terminal end to release neurotransmitter when stimulated by an electrical signal carried by the axon. Cell body or cyton. The role is to control all the functions of the cell. Schwann cell. Keeping them alive and sometimes covering them with a myelin sheath. The main role in development, maintenance, function and regeneration of peripheral nerves. Function. It is responsible for coordinating and controlling many body activities. It stimulates muscle contraction, creates an awareness of the environment, plays a major role in emotions, memory and reasoning. This combination of nerve and muscle in animals is used to move rapidly in response to stimuli. Recall. Points to remember. Muscles are responsible for the movement of hands and legs and of several internal organs such as intestine and heart. Based on their structure, location and function, muscles are three types. They are striated muscle, non-striated muscle and cardiac muscle. Muscles move with the help of a protein called contractile protein. Actions that take place without consciousness or willingness of an individual are called as involuntary actions like digestion, heartbeat, sneezing, etc. And actions that take place with consciousness like walking, eating, jumping and running are voluntary actions. Neuron is responsible for coordinating and controlling many body activities. Recall. Fact. During winter, body shivers. Why? When the body is exposed to cold air, we shiver. During shivering, muscles contract and relax, producing a large amount of heat. This keeps the body hot. All the best. Home assignment.